Hey guys, welcome back to the Coins and Connections podcast, season 7, episode 10. We have made it to our final season finale. While it is very bittersweet that I will no longer do seasons for this podcast, I'm really excited about just moving on to another chapter. 2020 has been amazing as far as growth and just as far as experimenting and finding my groove. I have been podcasting for 3-4 years now, and I have been pretty darn consistent. It started off rough, but ever since then we've been smooth sailing. You guys have stuck with me to the end. Shout out to my day ones who have been here since when the bullshit began. I really truly appreciate you because I think you've seen a transformation, not only in me, but in my business. You've been through with me through failures, through me quitting things, and then you've seen me come out on the other side of so many different obstacles. We have been through it all together, and I'm excited to continue to take this journey with you all as we move into the new year. Of course, you guys know every season finale, I usually do a life update or a podcast wrap up, but this will be our season finale and our 2021 wrap up for the year. This will be the last episode of this year that you will hear, and we will start brand new in January. I have a long list of things that will be changing and just, talking about some stuff, that big secret that I've been keeping from you guys and I told you have to tune into the season finale to find out about is here. We're going to talk about that, talk about all of the changes. In the Q Money Bag Starter of the Week, we're going to talk about innovation. We're going to talk about thinking outside the box, and I'm excited to help you guys push yourself into 2022 with a little bit of inspiration, but you know what time it is. First rapid fire question of the day is, what is your go-to lazy dinner? My go-to lazy dinner is rice, pork and beans, and either pork chop or chicken. Everyone in my family loves pork and beans. I don't know, it's one of those things that if you're from the South, you've had pork and beans with sausage, you've had pork and beans with probably hot dog weenie, you probably had pork and beans with bacon. It's just one of those Southern delicacies that we have all indulged in. I'm sure as you get older, you probably don't like it anymore, but it is a very quick, crowd-pleasing meal. Our second rapid fire question of the day is, what are you most looking forward to? January is coming and I will be 35. What I am most looking forward to is to look back and continue to explore my behavior patterns. I know that I'm not consistent in my personal life, but I'm very consistent in my business life. And we talked about that in the last episode. I want to explore why. I want to explore, is it a confident thing? Is it a pattern that I just don't believe in myself? I really want to explore those options and learn more about human behavior patterns, habits, cycles, and things like that. I'll definitely be diving into some articles. I want to get into articles that talk about age and change and things like that, and possibly things that women who get older and closer to 40, what to expect. I would love to research and read some articles on things like that, just so it can help me. I feel like I've continue to grow, I continue to get better, but there is always room for change. I'm excited to just see what my future looks like, and if I can help myself by educating myself and just learning more about myself, I think I'll be doing myself a good deed. The season finale is here, and I have been holding this in. I've only told my therapist and my accountability partner about some of the changes that have happened in my business. As you guys know, my merch account got suspended. Well, terminated is the correct term, back in August, and we talked about it. Stemming from that, I did have an interview with a YouTuber, and from that YouTube video, I did talk about having 2 KDP accounts, and I did talk about how I would get my merch account back. Of course, this was controversy and the trolls be trolling. I want to be paid in peace. I don't need all of the attention. I don't need all of the bright lights. I just want to make my money, go to sleep, pay my bills, and be happy. Well, this is the only time that I'm going to give this some lights. And I'm sure if these trolls are still on my YouTube channel and they listen to the podcast and they so dearly give me a view on YouTube, thank you. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to write about me on your Reddit thread. Shout out to you, because you ain't got nothing but time. I don't got that much time in the world. But, oh, and shout out to the person who left me a message and let me know that they wrote about me on the Reddit thread. You a real one. But from that, I'm sure said troll decided to send my information to KDP, and I have lost both of my KDP accounts. Thank you so much. This year, I experienced losing 3 sources of income, but I've been on CreateSpace since 2014. All of my books that I've actually written instead of just journals were on my KDP account. And that is not the end of this saga. Just because you may not see my books on Amazon right now, don't worry, I'll be back. I always preach, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'm always ready. I just wanted to let you guys know that this is what happened to me. And it's the funniest thing in the world that they dug up a journal that I created like 3 years ago to say that my account was infringing on. And it was also a journal that had never sold. I find that quite comical. Here are some of the things that I have been doing and I want to update you guys on. I've started back selling on eBay again. I actually never really stopped. I've always had my account. I just never really continued to upload. I've sold a few t-shirts on eBay, which has been awesome, but I did start to list a little bit more things. There won't be a video on this. I did decide to give Amazon FBA a chance. I've had a Seller Central account for a while now, and I have decided to just dabble a little bit in FBA. I made my first sale. That has been amazing as well. I will not be doing any videos on eBay or FBA, and I'm also thinking about, should I do like print on demand with FBA and Walmart, or what route I'm gonna take. I'm still kind of deciding on that. I'm going really slow because I don't want to make a mistake, and I understand that it's a competitive market. I'm taking my time and making sure that I build a business that can last. So I want to make sure I keep my accounts in good health, and I want to make sure that I do things as good and squared away as I can. That is what I'll be kind of pushing towards when it goes to the creation process next year, and also continuing to learn and grow in that area. With print on demand, I'm super excited about continuing to upload my top designs across all of the print on demand platforms that I talk about and that I review on my channel. I'm definitely excited about making sales on the ones that I have not made sales on. I do have a lot of blind POD sites that have no affiliation to me. I am continuing to build those up and make sure that those run smoothly and are continuing to gain traffic. I do have 2 that are doing really well, and I'm excited about that. Of course, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't have time for y'all to be stalking me. I really want to increase designs. Now that I've been able to kind of see what sells on these platforms, I am going to go into the new year with fresh designs and better designs for these platforms to go up there with my best sellers. And then I'll have a chance to sit back and just reevaluate a lot of things, pull out fresh ideas after I take this nice long month-long break. I'm going to be excited to just jump back in there, brain dump, and find out what I really want to design. Like, I want to find my design aesthetic. I've dabbled in so many different things, but I really truly want to find my design aesthetic and my colors and things like that. I'm excited about that. The podcast, of course, will be 2 episodes a month. I am going to shoot for the 1st and 3rd Friday of every month. We'll have 1 mini-sode in then one full length episode. Of course, the audio will always be posted on YouTube. I've been trying my best to do that. That kind of goes into what else I've been doing. So recently I've been posting all of the previous podcast episodes in audio format on YouTube. Over the holiday break, you'll start to see a lot of these podcast episodes pop up on your timeline, and most of it is season episodes that I never uploaded on YouTube, and then also starting from beginning of episode 1. So that audio will be published to YouTube so you guys can hear that and hear the full episodes if you've never listened to it just on audio form over on the podcast. I'm excited about doing that. I do get pretty decent views on the videos, but of course you always want people to listen on the podcast because you want to be able to show that. But I love cross promoting that way and providing you guys, like I said, with the video and things like that. So we'll talk about possibly next year if I'm going to do the video and audio. So we will see, maybe for the mini-sodes, but not for the full length. One of the things that I'm super excited about is reducing my time on social media. I am chilling back, laying back. You probably haven't seen me post in a week. You probably haven't seen a story from me, a Facebook post from me. You may see me watch your story, but I'm not truly engaging. I am slowly pulling back and just stepping away from social media and being so engaged and enthralled in everything that's going on. I'm doing what's best for me. Sometimes you got to take that stuff in doses, and a lot of times with someone who suffers from anxiety and depression, scrolling can definitely put you on edge. So I want to reduce my stress, and I'm tired of falling into the loop of TikTok because I hear something 3 times in a row. Next thing you know, I'm sitting here repeating the thing, and then repeating what I hear, and then next thing you know, I'm singing, I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, and then next thing you know, I'm singing, I'm gonna swing from the chandelier, the chandelier. Because it happens. Trust me, go on TikTok for 5 minutes. You'll be walking around singing, I'm going in you, so I won't leave. You don't own me. And then this is my favorite one. Put some respect on my neck. Put some respect on my neck. Put some respect on my neck. See, that's what happens. Then the kids walking around listening to TikTok, and then you just open your app and boom, you just caught up. And then you scrolling for an hour and you done watch little Ray Bobby on his horse doing TikTok dance. Along with that, my YouTube schedule will be changing. I will be posting on Monday and Fridays, and I'm kind of just reserving Wednesdays for old videos, old podcast episodes, and if I have any sponsorship videos. Let me know if you guys, once we get started, if you feel like 2 days isn't enough for you. But I do want to make sure when I do show up for those 2 days, it's really good content. So I have to brainstorm for content for 2022, and I don't want to get bored, and I don't want it to be redundant. What I am trying to do is come out with fresh ideas. I will continue to review the POD sites. I just recently did Gelato and Bonfire. I have a list of so many. I have been buying samples and reviewing them. Of course, I'm wearing one right now. I think this one is from Gelato. You guys probably have already seen that video, but I am trying my best to keep up with those. It's normally a 3 video. I create the account, I upload the first product, and then the third one is a review. I'm trying my best to keep up with those. I'm adding print-on-demand sites to my list consistently. There's so many of them and new ones popping up every day. And it's hard because you want to make sure that you're reviewing ones that have a good reputation and ones that will be good for people to use. My 35th birthday wish list is available now. I'll leave the link in the description box. If you are new just to me, to my channel, for the past, I guess I would say 7 years, I've always created an Amazon wish list. So my viewers, my subscribers, my friends, my families could purchase gifts from me if they wanted to. This year, I'll be unboxing those presents. Previously, I said I would do it live, but I've already started getting gifts, and some of the things that I'm getting that I want to wear. So I'll probably just do a sit down unboxing video and release it on my birthday. If you guys want to send me anything, the link for my Amazon 35th birthday wish list is in the description box. This is big. This book right here is waiting on me. This book right here is waiting on me. My goal is to definitely write more next year. I really want to finish some books. I'm not gonna put no numbers on it. I just really want to write. So it already sounds like I'm gonna have a busy year, y'all. But I want to try my best to write some more books. I wrote this. I said, I believe that the course industry is a phase and we will all be on to new things soon. I don't want to spend my time on creating a new course or content that I've taught on consistently. Basically, what I have for you are free videos about so many different content. I do have courses that are available, but I will not update it. I will not update them. Some of them were recorded in 2018. Most of the content is super relevant. Most of these courses are under $10. That's it. That's all I got right now. I will try my best to continue to create maybe some journal templates that you guys can purchase. But other than that, I don't think I'll continue the course route unless I really truly feel I need to do a course from scratch, like a print on demand course, because the ones I've seen is not good. I don't know if it's something I really want to do because of the framework you have to do, the time you have to put into it, and the marketing and things is just not where I want to be at right now. I have to definitely think about it. It has to be a wait list of 500 people before I decide to say I'm going to put my time and energy into sitting down, recording, and mapping out an entire course. That's just my feelings on that right now. Podcast and video are still very much growing for me. That is what I'm putting most of my time and focus on because it's fast and it's easy and digestible content. You can turn on this video or the audio while you're driving, while you're doing dishes, and digest the content. I want to continue to pivot into easily digestible content, and if that means doing these little reels and TikToks and putting them on my YouTube channel for the shorts, I will do that. I have explored it. I tried it out. I have to find where my sweet spot is and what I truly enjoy about it that I can possibly do one a day to make it worth my time and my energy. So I'm still figuring that out. YouTube has definitely been a consistent income for the past year. Going forward, I'm looking to get some YouTube and podcast sponsorships. If any brands who would love to work with me, email me, hello@coinsandconnections.com. I would love to work with your brand, especially if it's a brand I've used in the past. I had some really great brand partnerships this year, and I'm forever thankful for those. And I would love to work with those brands again as well. I closed my Fair account. I was excited a few months ago about, yes, I got a Fair account. After a few months, I wasn't really making any money, but I did make about $700 worth of sales from 6 wholesale orders. The gag is they take 30%. Even at my marked up prices for wholesale, it didn't make a lot of sense. It was not worth it to make pennies on the dollars after everything was said and done. I closed my Fair account. I'm still looking at Spousely, and I'm looking at Abound and Range Me just to test it out. I'm always open to testing things out. More so Range Me because they have a gateway into different department stores and things like that. I'm open to testing. I raised my prices on Etsy. Yes. Ran a sale. Last month was a really good month. And I think I'm going to keep the 10% sale on month to month just because I feel like it did really well and it enticed people to buy more. And I made sure that with raising my prices and the 10% discount, I still was able to make a profit. These are big ones. With all of the moving, the military, the home of record, it's just so much. We're not certain of our future here in Texas, but I want to make sure I keep my business stuff together. I'm in the process of dissolving my LLC in Virginia and my foreign LLC in South Carolina. I'm looking to start fresh in Texas next year with a new LLC, business bank account by the end of January. I'm giving myself a deadline to just move all of my stuff over, start back on payroll, and keeping my books a little bit better because I was doing amazing at the beginning of the year, and then somewhere around the summer I fell off. Tax season this year is gonna probably be a nightmare for me. I do have QuickBooks that I often use. I would just have to go in there and reconcile all of my transactions, and that should not be fun. The last thing that I'm excited about is I'm waiting on the final paperwork for my trademark. Hopefully I will have it by the time we get into the new year, but when we do, I'll make sure I share that exciting news for you. Again, this was amazing because last year on my birthday, I had a fundraiser on Facebook and you all helped me to pay for my trademarks. Anyone who donated last year, thank you. Anyone who has supported me, purchased a course, whether it was $1 course, signed up for email, a challenge, subscribed to this channel, subscribed to the podcast, told someone about me, shared my information, thanked me, recommended me, anything that you've done this year, I want to say thank you. And I am forever grateful for all of you, every single one of you. I would not be able to show up the way I have if it was not for you all. I really encourage you, if you're just here watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I still have big dreams of hitting 10K by the end of the year. If you're listening consistently every Friday morning at 10 a.m. to the podcast, I urge you to leave a rating or a review, and just to help me out to let others know that this is a podcast that they should be listening to. I'm fun, even when I'm singing off key. I always come with a smile for me, and I love purple and leopard. So as you will see on my birthday wish list and by my nails, that it's my color. I'm excited to go into the new year. I hope you all have a very, very happy holiday. Merry Christmas to those who celebrate Christmas. Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and I wish that all of you have an amazing 2022. So we are going to leave this episode off with the Q Money Bag Start of the Week with a little bit of inspiration. What can you do going into the new year that is innovative to get fresh eyes on you and to give a different look to your business? This talk came from a conversation that I had this morning with my accountability partner, and we talked about like emails and things like that. I'm not going to disclose what her idea was, but what I told her, that this was her being an innovator, and I told her that this idea was amazing and that she should definitely pursue it because I think it will change the game. Like, she had an idea that I had not heard about before. I had done something similar in an email sequence, but the way that she talked about it was game changing, and I'm excited to see her follow through with that. But what can you do that will be innovation at its finest to put you just a little tip above the rest of people? Jasmine, hey Jasmine, she gets her ideas in the shower just like me. Go take a shower, y'all. Showers be giving all the tea, be giving all the ideas. It makes you a genius. If you also need to get the shower pad, check out my Amazon store. I use a shower pad that I write down my ideas, because once you get out the shower and you start drying off, the idea is gone. You would have to repeat it to remember it. So get in the shower, get your shower pad, take your notes, take a drive, and see what next level thing that you can come up with for your life, for your business, that will just take you to the next level. I want you guys to ponder on that, think on that, brain dump on it, take a shower with it, and enjoy this tad bit of inspiration. Until next time.